Startup Green, which has been convening over the past 2 days, is our clean tech accelerator platform used to connect entrepreneurs to the AREDAY speakers, audience, and everybody attending for mentorship, potential investment, and the opportunity to present to you here today. We've had over 40 experts helping out, volunteering their time, and offering anything that these entrepreneurs have asked for, basically. Last night, 7 of the entrepreneurs presented in the evening showcase. And next up, the top 3 will pitch to you here today. After all 3 presentations, we'll be doing a crowd text to vote. The information will be on these slides on the side. Just do a quick text so we can find our top team. Up first, we have Ed Van Dyne from Wave Solar, a solar thermal stand-up based in the powerhouse at CSU. Thank you very much.
It's an honor to be here today, to be with all the thought leaders in this industry. It's looking forward to hearing Amory Lovins and Bill Ritter later today. When I was in China, I was choking on the bad air from their coal-fired power plants about 2.5 years ago and decided I needed to work not just on fuel efficiency, which I had been working on, but the actual energy and how we could get more energy from solar into the grid, into our lives. What I came up with was a quiet engine that runs on steam, that runs in your basement, and it runs on a solar thermal panel, which can be as high as 50% efficient at 180 degrees Celsius. Because of concentrating the sun's energy, you get all frequencies of light except for the ultraviolet, which doesn't make it through the glass. So our steam engine is run on mostly solar, but is backed up by natural gas so that people have the comfort of knowing that they'll have energy even on a cloudy day. The system makes electricity, heat, hot water, and air conditioning, because air conditioning is key to making solar thermal useful in the summertime, so that you actually use 70% of the total energy. We've been discussing and reviewing this technology with the National Renewable Energy Laboratory in Golden, Colorado for the last 2 years. And as soon as we have our prototype ready, by the end of this year, we should be testing at their facility to validate our efficiency. The benefits are 24/7 power for those that want that. On the East Coast, many people have been out of power for as many as 3 weeks in the last 2 years because of Hurricane Sandy and a number of other storms that have caused power outages and have the main grid go down. So this system is also, because of the ability to use natural gas or another fuel as a backup energy, it's also a backup generator for your house, allowing it also to be used in much broader around the world because of climates, and different climates have different levels of sunshine. So it's not just a Colorado, Arizona system. When we do combustion, we use a catalytic combustor. So we use absolutely the cleanest combustion possible, the highest efficiency combustion, to be able to get that combustion into your house, but without any pollutants, or as low as we can possibly make it. The system will be low cost in volume production because of the fact that we're using our automotive backgrounds in the company to be able to take this technology to market in a way where we can produce it on an automotive-like engine assembly line and produce it in very high quantity for a very low price, and therefore delivering a shorter payback time to the consumer. Our niche market is going after just 2,000 to 5,000 square foot homes. Obviously, starting out with the United States, our niche market will be Colorado, moving south and then west and spiraling outward from Colorado. Our engine can run on solar only, so you'll have an app on your phone that will allow you to dial in, okay, I want to run just on solar, or I want to run more time during the day, depending on your need and depending on the time of year. And so the backup energy source can also be a pellet stove. The reason we're using a pellet stove technology is because that's a technology that's already been developed. It's also a catalytic combustion process to clean up its own exhaust, and it will allow the system to be used in the third world countries by people who are poor and want to just be able to run on wood chips, garbage, or whatever they can find for fuel. So so it will be viable for third world countries. We'll also reconfigure the system. Instead of running closed water in the US, we'll run an open water system and have water purification as well as refrigeration in third world countries with this system. In new construction, the system saves about $1,000 because the system is easier to install, the connection between the rooftop and the engine in the furnace room. Our competition, primarily in the United States, is a residential HVAC system. It's a very large market, but right now at a typical system, you don't have a payback. You're running on fossil fuels primarily, and you're running on the electric power grid. Our system has a 70% overall efficiency because of the use of the air conditioning, the heat, and the hot water. Our cogeneration process allows us to be very highly efficient, but we're designing the system to use over half of its energy coming from the sun, so you can do the math at the overall efficiency and the benefit to the consumer. Our sales and marketing strategy is to go after the HVAC market, not only in residential. In the future, we'll be going after small commercial buildings like a McDonald's and a Starbucks. And we'll be going after that market through the existing distributors and installers of HVAC equipment. And those guys are really excited about this technology and the people we've talked to, because now they can supply a backup generator to a house along with the air conditioning and the heat, and provide a solar product that they typically don't have available from the current HVAC industry today. And the savings in energy will come from that $11 trillion in energy that the United States uses just for energy for residential. Our benefit compared to coal, even when we're just making electricity, we have a 3-to-1 carbon reduction in using this engine in your basement instead of the coal-fired power plants that are typical in the United States and getting even more typical in the rest of the world. And the system, because of its cogeneration capability and reducing your heat, hot water, and air conditioning and providing all of those benefits to your house, the ability of this system to provide a 7-to-1 environmental benefit is significant. The typical system in the next 2 years would be about $15,000 to a homeowner, but there's a 30% tax break, making it about $10,500. In 5 years, we plan to get the volume of production up and the price down to $10,000 installed, and that will make it about a $9,000 cost after the tax breaks go down to 10%. This is our financial projection. We're aiming for 2 systems this year, one for us, one for the National Energy Renewable Lab. We're raising $2 million. We expect to be able to grow to 9,000 systems in 5 years with a little bit more infusions of capital, but we're going after strategic investors for that capital. So our exit strategy is we're aiming for an exit in 3 years. Aiming to exit through a strategic buyer. If that doesn't work out, we'll raise more money and aggressively grow the company across the globe and be able to deliver energy, mostly from the sun, to consumers all over the world. We have a significant engineering team right now developing the technology at Colorado State University in their Powerhouse Energy Campus, same building as Governor Bill Ritter. And we've had previous startup experience throughout the organization, but we're still looking to make some key hires in sales and marketing and business development. So we're looking to make a huge impact on the energy market in the world and make a difference. And thank you very much for your time.